Hello, how are you? This is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental health and physical health is good and sound. So today I'm thinking about how to make your wish come true. I've been through that for many years, and I was wondering how the heck I'm going to do this. And there are so many people out there who are successful, happy, and healthy, and rich. And I always wish that I could be like that, right? I love traveling. I just want to go, travel when I want to. Not worry about the financially, not worry about the house, not worrying about anything. It's just freedom to just go out and do what you need to do. Same for the family. You don't want to, work just for the sake of paying the bills. You want your own freedom, time freedom, spend the time with the family, do things that you like, and, you're getting a reward from work, and you don't want to live from paycheck to paycheck, that constant worry about the finance, right? I've tried many ways, and I just came to this conclusion that you need to feel, you need to use your imagination, and you need to feel that it's already you are there living that dream life that you have in your own term. It could be so different, right? From people to people. That's so good that way. And I thought I can't do that. It hasn't happened, and I don't see how it's going to happen because I have this monetary problems, or I have such a busy life, and how could I be, like the dream life that I imagine, right? But you have the great imagination, and you have that in you. When you look at the kids, they just play and pretend to be a hero, like a Spider-Man. My son used to do that. And he does not look like a Spider-Man, or he has those tricks, but he pretends as if he is that character, and then just immerse into it, right? And really experience what Spider-Man could be, right? So you have that in you, like you've been through your childhood and you had that wild imaginations, but somehow when you're growing up, you were taught to look at the reality, not illusion, or the world that's dream world. You really have to put your foot down to study or do the work, do the routines, and all of a sudden you start to feel like, oh yeah, right, I have to do the stuff, forget about this dream, forget about dreaming. You get scolded or you get put down, when you talk about the dream, because it doesn't sound durable, right? You need to earn the money to pay the bills and all those stuff, right? But this imagination is the one that really makes your life come true. Where you are right now is the product of what you have imagined, say, a week ago. Because when I say a week ago, it's just a random time. It takes the time to manifest here on Earth. If you're up in the universe, probably it will happen right on the spot. Like, I want an ice cream. Boom, you're having ice cream. But here on this Earth, it just doesn't translate that way. You have this imagination of, oh, I love to have that Dairy Queen ice cream cone. But when you're imagining it, it doesn't happen, right here in front of you. You either need to go there to get it, or ask somebody, to get it for you. So it takes a time to actually manifest what you really want. That's what I mean by time lag. But what you are right now, this condition, you're the situations that you're facing are the product of what you had imagined, say a week ago, maybe it could be a month ago. So it's very important to have that good mental state for the future you in order to experience what you like to have the experience of. So it's good to be in a good state of yourself. I always say that to be yourself, be authentic, that's where you feel so comfortable and you know what you really like to do. Because when you are living somebody else or away from who you really are, you're not doing things that you're really comfortable with. So anyway, so for instance, if you're really worried about finance, I had that experience. It really makes you feel sick, and I had a physical ache. I couldn't sleep at night, which I never really experienced before because I sleep anywhere, anytime. For me to sleep through the night because of the worries was a huge issue. Like I was so tense. I was always worried. My breathing pattern has changed because I always like worried, right? And my heart was beating really fast. It's constant worry about money, how to pay the bills, because I put a lot of money into me, like self-investment, which, you have no idea how that's gonna turn out. But when you are in a state of worry, that energy, the vibe is very strong. The worries, fears, all those negative heaviness of feelings will translate into the reality, which brings the same vibe. So in a way, you're literally making your wish come true. So when you put your mind into the shift mode to focus on something better or something that you really want to have in your life, that will translate into the future, that what you're going to experience with. So I started to shift my thinking or thoughts or feelings onto the things that I like to do. And the monetary worry was still there, but I thought, okay, this is an investment for myself. I felt really guilty. I felt so bad because I wasn't on my own. I had a family, a lot of needs in a house, and I'm doing this, out of money that didn't exist. I feel so guilty. But I thought, okay, this is an investment for myself, and as if like I'm a student, I will return this, money, student loan, and somehow I will do it, because there are so many people out there who don't buy house in cash, full cash, or the car. They always borrow, or majority of people will borrow, have the mortgage and that. So I put myself this investment like that. So I will pay back. It might take a year or so, but I will work, I will pay back kind of mindset. So instead of constantly worry about it, I put it separate box. I will deal with it. So that's really made my state differently, and actually the reality start to change as well, because you don't put too much focus on the things that you don't want. And when you put your focus on things that you really want to have, so you start to kind of use your imagination to feel what's like when you have that. You already as if you had it, so you feel yourself to be in the position. And easy way to do this is, if you like traveling, you say to yourself, like, where would you like to go traveling? And I love the ocean, so I would go ocean somewhere, maybe Hawaii, maybe Caribbean. and then you imagine yourself to be there in maybe by the ocean. You're looking at the beautiful water, having umbrella drinks, right? You have that imagination. That's the place you want to be. So you start with that, and then when you have the big purpose or mission or something you wanted to achieve in your life, you gradually move on to that. So it's the same idea, but you already live that world. And when you could live that world in your imagination, feel the feeling, you're there. That's how things will manifest. And you don't know how long it will take or how soon it will take. So a lot of people start doing this. It hasn't manifested yet. Oh, where is my wish? It didn't come true. Oh, I wanted to lose weight, but hasn't happened yet after a week of trying. And you start now shifting your focus on those results you wanted to have, which hasn't manifested yet. So you literally, your focus has shifted to things that not what you want, right? So you just let go of those wishes and you just work on or focus on the things that it really matters to you in order to reach that dream life, instead of focusing on like such and such hasn't happened yet, and now you're in focus and having attachment of the result that hasn't happened yet. So that's what your energy is putting on. That's where you're having more and more of those that hasn't happened yet events. So it's like the thing, like when you there's a saying, right? What you give off, it comes around. What goes around comes around. Yeah, same idea. So when you have that thoughts and you just let it be, and almost like you forget about it, and then you do your things in your life, and then all of a sudden when you look back, like, oh, it has happened. Oh, yeah, that's how it goes. I think that's a lot of the cases. So just to be in that good zone, or comfortable, peaceful, and happy zone to be, like, it would be nice to be there. And you feel it, that's how the reality will come to you. It will manifest. So you live that life already as if it happened, and feel what's like, almost like you're visiting the ocean, having the nice umbrella drink and feeling the waves of the ocean, that sort of place. And you apply that to the things that you like to have in your life. So that's a good trick to have to make your wish come true. Okay, bye bye.